Good morning, YouTube. This is your girl, Miss Sasha LaRue, coming to you live and direct from the East Coast. That would be the city of brotherly love and sisterly affection. Like that? Good morning. It's very early in the morning. I got up early this morning, very excited to come to you guys today on this very special day to me, which is my 1 year surgiversary today, September 25th, 2012. I started this journey to healthiness. I did write some things down so that way I can stay a little organized in my thoughts, and I hope I stick to the program, so wish me well. All right, so put on those specs. Okay, this is my 1 year surgiversary. My highest recorded weight was 303 pounds. I came to the last week, which was week 50. Week 50 was my last update, I believe, and I was at 196 or 194. Let me just double check, I'm sorry. My last update with you guys was week 50, and I came to you at 196. Because I was stuck at 198 for the whole entire summer. So I had lost a couple pounds, 2 pounds there. So this morning, for my official weigh-in today, I am 190 pounds even. It fluctuates between 189 and 190. So officially today, the 25th, I weighed in at 190 pounds, 190.1. So it teeters and totters. So that gives me a total loss since the beginning of my journey, from when I started my pre-op diet on the 10th of September, 113 pounds, and also 96 pounds lost from the day of surgery. Inches, I did my measurements on Sunday. Yes, Sunday. And as y'all remember, I had my computer crash back in January, February time, and I lost all my information, everything from my measurements. So I started again on May 30th, and since May 30th, I've lost 32.5 inches since May 30th till last Sunday. And I went into estimated inches lost since I started a year ago in 12 months. And if I do the estimation, it comes up to be 97.5 inches lost in the year. I got my blood work back last week for my 1 year post-op, blood drawing, testing, blood work. Everything came back perfect. Everything was good. All my vitamin levels was great. Before they even took the blood work, they suggested me taking a calcium pill. Well, I do that the Optimize multivitamin, one a day, and that's all I took. I don't like taking pills, because I forget, and I just don't have time to do it. So I did not. When she told me that, I said, well, you don't even have my blood work yet to know if I have a deficiency in calcium or not. This is where sometimes you have to be your own advocate and know your own body and know what it's missing. And so she said, well, no, we do recommend you do da-da-da. I said, okay, when you get the blood work back, then we'll find out, because I'm not taking extra calcium. A lot of times you run into issues with breast tissue with extra calcium in there. But anyway, I'm not a doctor, and I don't even pretend to be, and I didn't even stay at the Holiday Inn last night. But anyway, so blood work came back. Everything was perfect. My calcium level, my iron level, my calcium, iron, vitamin A, which they had thought in the beginning I was a little low in, but everything's leveled off. So I just take one multivitamin a day. Some of the things I can do now that I couldn't before, truly the one thing that remarkably stands out is the shortness of breath. I had a problem with just walking from here to the corner without totally being winded. I avoided steps. I still kind of avoid steps now because of my knees, because I just, it's not that I can't go up them and that when I get up there I'm out of breath. It's just that my knees, I have arthritis in my knees, and it hurts, and it just kills me to go up steps. Not because I'm not physically able, it's just because of the pain. I got a newfound confidence in myself. I talk a little different, they say. Not different like in like my whole personality. I think my personality has always been what you guys see and what you guys get and what you might read on my posts. I've always been that person, you know. Some have described it as effervescence. Some have, you know, just bubbly. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like that. Sometimes I feel pretty flat. You know, it just depends on what the mood in the day and what has brought me and where I'm at. I try my best to stay as positive as possible. But the confidence that I'm feeling, excuse me, now is more so in how I feel about me, not so much on how I feel about others or how I treat others. I believe in treating people well, you know, as I would like to be treated. But excuse me, I think I feel like I treat myself a lot better, that I put me first a lot of ways, not in the egotistical kind of way, but in a more I need to love me kind of way. From my talk to my dress, feeling sexy and happy to express it. A certain, you know, I've always been very in tune with sexuality and things of that nature, as far as just human nature things, you know what I mean? I've always loved to read about things like that, and just that's just who I am. That's kind of where Sasha was born from. I described her as a very open woman, not promiscuous, but just very open to the art form of passion. Okay, so that part of me, and that has just the thoughts and just the feeling. See, sexiness is like a groovy feeling that I really appreciate and love, and it's just not the physical touch. It's just the physical, the mental love of touch or whatever. Somehow, in some way, this whole procedure and this whole new me has taken my mind to so many different places, and it just opens up another part of your journey. And I'll leave it at that, because it can go into so many different avenues, but being in tune and in touch with that part of me personally is a good feeling, because I believe that it's necessary. The things that I've learned this year, I've learned how to lose weight. I learned how my body loses weight. I've learned the foods that help me get those results. What foods go with what time of day, where it will give me the optimal results. I've learned that through trial and error, great suggestions from great people, people who've been there, who have taken the time to guide me through this whole thing, confirmed what I already knew, and gave me suggestions of things to tweak it, and you know, just to help me. Patience. I've learned to letting the flow, letting, you know, it be, and that's kind of like the hardest thing that you'll find on this journey, is the patience that is required to keep your sanity, keep yourself on track, and not go ahead of things. Sometimes on this journey I've jumped ahead. Sometimes on this journey I have tried to do things that were not conducive with what I was trying to do. You know, like take my carbs all the way down to nothing, doing this and doing that, and then not having the right results. Now I feel as though I have a good formula that works right now for this 190 pounds. And another 10 pounds down, there'll be something else that I'll have to do it. Right now I'm going into the mode of sculpting my body, getting the problem areas resolved and tighten as much as I possibly can. Not being so hard on myself, giving myself a break, giving myself room to be human, allowing myself to make mistakes, because I'm going to make them. I'm not going to do everything correctly. I'm going to, and I'm not even going to call these things mistakes. I'm going to call them living my life, okay? Because that's not a mistake. I'm not a mistake. And some of the choices that I make may not be conducive and in line with my order of operation being successful. But I've learned now that I can go ahead on a Friday at the end of the week. You know, I'm in school now, as you all know, and I'm in school and working full time Monday through Friday, school Monday through Thursday in the evening. So I get creative now with when I work out, what time I work out, and what I can do and when I can do it. Fridays are usually my off days in the evening. And if I want a glass of wine, I haven't had a glass of wine in a while, because right now I kind of wanted to zone in on getting things, you know, tight, and it just is not in my program right now. As our good deacon always said, and said in his great video, Kenny Rogers, there'll be time for all that when the dealing's done. Got it. And sometimes my dealings are done on Friday evenings. Right now, not so much. Maybe this Friday, because you know, I just think I deserve it, and I'm going to, so it's okay. So, you know, those things are okay to go through. As I mentioned earlier, trying to build and do bodybuilding and sculpting and really changing my workout. I don't work out as long anymore. I've learned through a great friend that sometimes less is better, less is more, and it's been very effective. So when you hear that out there, and suggestions are that, you know, you don't have to be in the gym, you know, for 2 hours making love to the elliptical and everything, it's true. You really don't. For me, it doesn't. I don't have to do that. I get my walks in. I picked up the kettlebells. I will pick up some weights, and I will do them. I'll hit it, I'll get off it, and I'll go on about my business. And the results have been, you know, seen, measured, and the tail is in the tape. So I'm happy with that. Yes, I got pages. Foods that I'm eating now. I eat all kind of foods. There's nothing that I don't necessarily, okay, let me rephrase that. Rewind. I cook my meals according to what my day is going to be like. I prepare my meals. I usually use Sunday for the day to prepare my meals through the week. I'll bake up some chicken. I'll make my breakfasts, the little cupcakes, depending, you know, whatever's convenient that I can get and go, because I got to go, but I want it to be good. I don't like boring foods. I love good food. I eat good food. I like to prepare good food. I like good food prepared for me. My husband is a chef, so you know, we always have something going. I watch the cooking channel all the time. I can't even really get into reality TV too much, except for Big Brother. I'm definitely hooked on that. But I do watch a lot of the travel channels where they have the food. I like food. Food is something that I enjoy. And now that I learned how to make my food into fuel, that's a win-win, y'all. I love it. So, you know, I eat fish, chicken, beef, very little pork, only because it has a tendency to just not sit well, and not the leanest of the meats out there. My pork is usually just found in my bacon when I have breakfast, or sausages. Other than that, I usually don't prepare pork too much. I eat about 1,000 to 1,300 calories a day, depending on the workout that I've done. If I know that I'm not working out that day, or no activity and just my regular day, I keep it around 1,000 calories. When I work out hard, those calories bump up to maybe 1,300. I've even gotten to 1,400 and still lose weight. And never, you know, never a problem. My main and only concern now lately is my protein water and the good carbs that I've been bringing in. I'm trying to, me and Allie are working on keeping our that's Miss Coach Bag's Alaflare, desire to be sleeved, I think her name is, on YT. Beautiful young lady, love her dearly. But trying to keep our water intake to 100 ounces a day, which is proven to be a task sometimes for me. I get in maybe 72 on a good day. I've gotten 80, and I tell you, it does make a difference. You will flush that system out. And keeping my protein has been over 100 grams per day. Let's see. I still keep protein first. I still wait a half hour to sometimes an hour after I've eaten to drink any water. I only drink water. If I have any, I don't do the miles, I don't do the squirts or anything, because I just don't like the artificial sweetener taste anymore. I used to be able to do it, but I can't do it no more. It's just, I haven't done it really, I'm sure, in over 6 months or more. If it's not wine, it's water, really, or green tea plain, just hot green tea, just steeped, decaffeinated, and that's it. It's either water or wine or tea, and that's all I drink. What else? No sodas. I haven't had a soda in over a year now. I don't buy too many packaged foods. If at all possible, I try to avoid it. If I do, I will maybe do a Fage yogurt, if I can find it total, because I don't do fat-free, I don't do low-fat, if the sugars that I get is what is found naturally in the items that I'm eating, nothing with sugar added, and that just happens because I eat clean. Sometimes I have to get the packaged shredded cheese by Sargento, no problem. If I can't make it to 9th Street to get can you call cheese fresh? Get the blocks of cheese that we put in the food processor and shred ourselves. So I do sometimes, and then when I do have something that is processed, it's usually something, you know, I'm going off course. My focus for the year, like I said, is to body sculpt, school, and to live my life without excuses. I prepare for the rest of my life and to enjoy it. I was chatting a little bit with Tony this morning, and you know, mentioned there's a commercial that says everyone doesn't peak in their 20s. Well, not everyone peaks in their 20s or 30s. I'm peaking right now, and I'm almost 50. I'm 47 years old as of last month. So, and I feel absolutely wonderful. And living life without limits. My thank yous in order of viewing. Okay, I put this together in order of viewing. I hope that it might get a little kind of fuzzy in the middle there, but this is how my mind remembers meeting all of you in this kind of order. First, I found the Dwindling Divas on Facebook. Great group of ladies who've brought me into their happy home. There's two Susans in there, lovely. One is Wonder Woman, one's the Squirrel. I love them both there. They helped your girl when she was crying and hoo-hoo-ha and on the pre-op diet. Before the diet, they held my hand. Karen from Dwindling Divas, Erin and Stephanie Hogan, beautiful young ladies. Thank you, and you guys are doing a phenomenal job. Char 015, I think her name is. I first saw her, started following her, who connected, hello Northern, me to Free Me 351, okay, because she would always mention Free Me. So I found Free Me that way. Miss Lady Can, she doesn't do videos anymore, but she was one of the people that I first started watching. Char, Free Me, Lady Can, first three that I latched onto and was following their journey. Miss Diva Dimples. Now, see, I don't know if Can or Char. Char does follow me, I think. But anyway, Miss Diva Diva, I don't know, but she was one of the people that I started off watching as a platform for this journey. Grilling Be Gone, I started watching her. She was one of the first also. And then and Mr. Smiley, August Kiwi. August Kiwi actually introduced me to the groups on Facebook. You're doing remarkable. I don't know if you follow me, but here's your shout out. Mr. Smiley, he doesn't make videos anymore, but he was one of the people who I would refer back to and watch when I was looking for protein, because everyone was like, protein. This is going to be a long video, I know it, but it's my 1 year, so hopefully you guys are hanging in there with me. Cecilia Lane, even though I kind of got mad at her and I was offended, she was one of the people that I watched in the beginning and kind of laid out the groundwork. She was one of the first to do a video response to a question that I had in regards to how fullness feels. So she gave me great insight on that. So I thank her for that. Skiwi, aka 08. She held my hand on Operation Day. She held my hand that moment that I took the plunge and I went in this day, 1 year ago today. Ski was on my phone, in my inbox, asking how it's doing. I thank you, sister. Changing Before Your Eyes. I watched her as she grew and changed before my eyes, who has become one of my great friends. Simply One Callie Cal. I watched her. She was one of the ladies in that second tier of women that I watched, and because she was well into her journey when I got onto her bandwagon there and watched her, and I watched her grow and learned a lot of things from her as well. And I thank you, Simply One. Miss Haitian Cutie, also in that tier. I thank you. You were there in the very beginning also when I first stepped off and I got on the losers bench, encouraging me and helping me along the way. I thank you also. Noxie Baby, thank you so much for all your, you know what, this is going to be, damn, I don't know if this is going to load. All right. Noxie Baby, NYC Chocolate, 7777, Sleeve Singer, Mama Rose, SBB 40, True Jamaican, you brought me to a place where I was happy to know that I could be fully clothed and still be under 200 pounds on the scale. What? You don't know how much that meant to me. Ashley Knows, thank you. You're one of the sweetest little young ladies out there, just always encouraging, always have something nice to say. I believe you're a little NYC Chocolate in the making, because you're always cheerleading us on, and we so appreciate you. Zeta Star Diva, oh my God, how much. You're just a beast in the morning. Thank you for the sweat checks, because you keep me in check. Diz's Journey, sweet soul, sweet sister, love you, girl. You are an angel, and I wish you all the luck in the world. Thank you for bringing what you bring to my journey, and you appreciate it. And then just to go back up a little bit, because I put her down here, Miss Pink Eyeshadow. Yeah, she was one of the influences too, of how things go. She did bring something to my journey. She wasn't here long, but I do appreciate her. I have, you know, communicated with her a little bit outside of this, and last I spoke, she's doing very well. Takesha, Positive Girl, TK, love you. The positivity just oozes out of you. I love it. I love it. I love it. You keep up the good work. West Coast Russ, VSG Barb, thank you two ladies from the West Side. You guys rock. Jackie, Gillian, Nicola, Allie Flair. I've already said your name, but you know what? You can be said twice because you're just twice as nice. Nerd in Oregon, Black Amethyst, Charlie Apple. There's so many people that I would like to thank. Northern Southerner, last but not least. See, I didn't really, there was a guy named Tony that I followed a little bit, and Mr. Smiley that I followed, but I didn't really watch the men too much, because I didn't really think we had too much in common. And then here comes the Deacon. And he just flipped the script. He just changed the whole game. So with that being said, you know, he brought, when I first connected with him, what caught my ear was when he was singing this song, Change's Gonna Come. And then he had this air about him that was so familiar to what I knew growing up in the Primitive Baptist Church. And he changed my journey totally, as I'm sure he's touched and changed a lot of them, but I can only speak about mine, so this is my journey. I thank you, brother, so very much. You know, that's all I can say. You already know how I feel, so it is what it is. I owe a lot to you, a lot of my mindset, the way I work out, the way I approach things, the way I look at things. I owe a lot to you, so I thank you, and I will leave it at that. I'm sorry that this video is so long, 23 minutes, 24 minutes. I'm sorry. I hope you guys hung in there with me this long. Just know that I'm happy and I feel very good. Thank you guys. God bless, and I love you so very much. Mwah.